very distinguished senior academics, politicians, my darling wife. How can I forget that you are here? I can't. My friends, ladies and gentlemen, today is a beautiful day for me. I had prayed to be available today and made all efforts. I didn't know how I would tell David Mbua that I will be absent from his inaugural. You know, people speak to the subject of loyalty and give the erroneous impression most of the time that loyalty is a one-way street. It is not. When followers are loyal to their leaders, the leaders are also expected to be loyal to their followers. As my friend Chief Wike would put it, if you push my motto, I push your own. So I'm glad to be here for Professor David Mbua. I have struggled to pronounce the middle name of David correctly today. It still fails me. Even after I went through the tutorship of the great Professor Wike, it goes something like this. Today is Dave's day, so we should be able to pronounce all his names. And I was so happy that when I listened to the inaugural, I knew that David Mbua had truly grown into an intellectual hero. We savored the intellectual feast. We enjoyed ourselves. David and I met many years ago. Before young David came into the Department of History, I had left the department for politics. But then they told me that even after I left the department, albeit temporary, that my name and reputation did not leave the department. So when Professor Uya one fateful day sent Dave to me to present the third Mboyo Memorial Lecture, David Mbua was very excited. Then I was Commissioner for Environment. And I chose the lecture topic. I think it was History and Tourism. A marriage contracted in the womb of time. I remember that day Professor Uya spoke very many kind of words, including the fact that all the students he has taught across the world, Sandy Onor ranks among the first three. But you know, Prof. Uya had children, then he had grandchildren. I think David was the foremost of his grandchildren. We were his intellectual children. David Mbua was his intellectual grandchild. I started my interaction with Dave, and I took to him immediately. You know, when I left the university, my professors were not happy at all. Professor Lee was particularly angry. He prayed that I would fail politically. He told our students in class, don't mind Sandy. When he goes, he will meet some headmasters in the field. They will put their hands into mud and rub us on his white shirt. He will return. He waited for me endlessly, I did not. Because destiny had another message for me. Professor Oya was not happy, but he was better. I remember one morning I was in Abuja trying to take a flight back to Calabar. And I got a call, and I picked up the call. It was not recorded on my phone. And somebody said to me, Sandy, you must return to the university. I was very angry. And I said, who is this? And then the voice said, Professor Uya. The phone almost fell off my hand. I said, good morning, sir. Yes, sir. You know what an old man sees sitting down, a young man cannot see even when he climbs on top of the tree. I am delighted that many years later, indeed I returned to the university and became a professor. I wish Uya and Rim were alive to see us grow. But then my relationship with them had taken a consolidation. And I nurtured him, not just intellectually. I also tried to make him understand that armchair intellectualism was not too productive. You know, many years ago in my village, I come from a village called Chofan in the heart of the tropical rainforest. I just left university and was playing football. There was a local timber merchant who had some money, some village money. And I wasn't playing, I was watching. He kicked the University of the graduate so badly, and the guy charged towards him. And he said to him, there is nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Go to school and come back and back shit. That day I told myself, as a trailblazer in the intellectual enterprise, if I wanted to inspire other young people from my community to go to school, they needed to see practically the value of my education. So as I came back, I started thinking in my head. I was already into moral historiography, the reconstruction of the history of my people and that of all other crossover people. And I started thinking, what would I do to add practical value? I thought of moving into economic history, but God answered me faster than I thought when He showed me the way to politics. Many years later, Prof came to visit me in my house. And he said, now Sandy, well, I understand. So there, Professor Zana Paku had spoken and said, he doesn't know where you will eventually land. Whether you remain in the university to become vice chancellor by the grace of God or be into politics. My message to you this evening is you can do both. Zana Paku did both. Yeah. So you can really do both. You know, there was a video circulating yesterday. So I'm very sure that some of you will be pretty shocked seeing me here. And then, even when it's your time, give me 3 minutes to speak to that. You know, the social media space is hugely polluted by chronic and mischievous idiots and by some very cerebral young people. It's a place that can mislead you. It's also a place that can teach you. So it depends on what you choose. With AI now, especially, they can do wonders. Yes, there was a crisis in the BDB national headquarters. But we, especially from Crossriver, found our way out earlier. If you watch the national streaming, which was live, you would find that there were no gory pictures of us. In a place where even governors were tear gas, nobody is talking about it. Where a national chairman was being pushed around, nobody is talking about it. They are talking about the disfigured pictures, the AI pictures of those who are suffering from cynical morbidity. You know, some people just like bad news. Journalists will tell you that when a dog bites a man, it's no story. But when a man bites a dog, so much story. After the governorship elections, I'm sure many people expected me to move from place to place, begging for food from my family. They didn't see it happen. The Lord Himself has prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And they are not happy at all. They expected me to meditate and domesticate. But they could not provide me with feathers to fly around the world, finding purpose and relevance, not just for myself, but for crossing that too. For us, the harder they come, the harder they fall. Because God is with us. We boast in His grace and His mercy. In Nigeria, people talk anyhow. Many of them who know nothing query my relationship with a great guy like Wike. Wike respects me as his friend and treats me very kindly. I respect him now. And I see him as my friend and leader. He's one of the greatest leaders Nigeria has produced. He is not perfect. Who is perfect? But he has the uncanny ability of making things work. Wherever Wike has gone to, he has performed brilliantly. For some people, it's only crime that he comes from the south of Nigeria. Holding an office that was considered an exclusive preserve of the north. Nobody is a slave in Nigeria. We are all citizens of this federal republic. Like President Tinubu said, I dug my heart for Wike. I do dug my heart for him. If you don't like him, it's your business, I love you. As in the pain them, let me go back to David who is there. Whenever they forward any article to me to read, to interrogate, and I return the article to him, twerking very little things, changing a few constructs. Maybe I will look at me and say, sir, just these little things you did completely change this paper. And I'm so delighted. You are a maximum professor. Today, I will return that favor to Professor David David, who I have grown. And today I can fittingly say that you too are a maximum professor. God bless you.